He just ordered a cup of sugar-free coffee. But the clerk acted as if the world was ending. The policeman beside him put his hand on his sidearm. Outside, the tanks turned their turrets and aimed at him. The man sensed the tension and quickly changed his order to a cappuccino. Only then did the tense atmosphere in the shop ease. The tanks also turned their turrets away. As an NPC with no control over his own fate, he didn't even have the right to decide what to drink. In this so-called highly open-world game, only those paying players wearing sunglasses were the real masters here. The players rampage through the city. Even when surrounded by police, they can easily break through with their powerful gear. But NPCs are trapped in boring lines of code, living a life with no surprises. They wake up at the same time every day to greet the goldfish, then put on the same bank uniform that hasn't changed for centuries. Whenever a player acting as a robber storms in, they just drop to the floor like clockwork, and even chat under the gunfire, betting how much cash these guys will take today. In Jack's understanding, life was supposed to be like this. He never questioned the reality of this world. But that day, on his way home from work, he ran into a female player at a street corner, humming a tune and wearing a leather jacket. For the first time, an urge he had never felt before pushed him to break his programming. He wanted to follow her and say a few words, but unexpectedly, luckily, he respawned fully the next day. Only, by then, he had already quietly changed. When the robbers came to the bank again, he suddenly felt this kind of life was meaningless. Then he saw the girl's figure again. His colleague Jason told him to give up the fantasy, saying that people in sunglasses were from a completely different world than theirs. Instead, these words sparked Jack's determination. He decided no longer to sit and wait. Instead, he stood up and tried to snatch the robber's sunglasses. The players behind the screen looked confused at this scene and just beat him up. They thought it was just a bug in the game. But the next second, Jack got up again and fought back against the player. During the fierce struggle, Jack accidentally pulled the trigger. All the NPCs were stunned. Then Jack rushed straight out of the bank. When he put on those sunglasses, a symbol of identity, the world before his eyes changed completely. The whole city was filled with neon-colored mission markers, floating gold coins, and health packs everywhere. As he walked down the street, he reached out and touched a medkit. The wound on his face healed instantly. Just then, a player made a misstep, fell, and died. Jack didn't hesitate to pick up the money bag the player dropped. In an instant, his account had gold coins equal to half a year's salary. He immediately withdrew all the cash and bought a pair of sneakers he had always wanted. But just as he was about to go looking for that female player, in the game company in the real world, programmers John and Tom noticed something unusual happening in the game.